Nithyananda. My name is John Villalobos. I'm from Los Angeles, East Los Angeles, Pasadena area. And I'd spoken earlier about inner awakening, and I wanted to share. I'd spoken about inner awakening, and I had mentioned that a year ago I was in acute liver failure. And this was due to some not so enlightened choices I made about 30 years ago when I was a kid. And I've taken a very backdoor route, a very unorthodox path to the master. And when I was a kid, I sometimes I don't even want to share some of this stuff, but I'd gotten in a lot of trouble and been incarcerated quite a few times. And then I turned my life around, got some degrees and whatnot. But in that whole time, there was always this longing, this longing for something. And I started doing a really intense search about 20 years ago. Just reading a lot of books that were just, to me, it was either I want the truth. But I was dealing with a lot of engrams and just patterns and whatnot. And I had done a lot of courses. I'd done like some 12-step work and landmark and quite a few other things. Which were all good. But I can say, like, the true healing, like actually clearing out these things that had, I can't even find another word for it, but tortured me for the longest time. I don't think there's really any other way but through spirituality, and particularly through a master. And this, to me, is called the master. Because something happens in these darshans where he just, from that other space, download something into you, or whatever it's happening. I don't even know. I don't know what's happening. It's beyond words. But I could say that things are cleared out. The reason I mention this, and I really did not used to talk about this much a couple years ago, is because if someone else is coming from a similar background, and you feel like, oh, I don't really fit in, I don't know about all this Indian stuff, and I mean, I'm from the hood, and I grew up Catholic, and I mean, when I say from the hood, I'm from the hood, and that's all nothing. It's absolutely nothing. If you feel this intuitive connection with, if you've seen him on YouTube or a picture, or you're like, who is this guy? And you're drawn to it. It's the calling of your being. And if there's anything that makes you feel like unworthy, there's nothing. Just by the mere fact that you were thought of, that you exist, you're worth the entire cosmos, the entire cosmos. Yeah. Swamiji has actually, what I'm saying is not philosophy, it's experience for me now. Like, I did not feel this way just not too long ago. And now my day starts kind of in that space where actually, I don't know, like, that it's kind of an overused phrase, but loving yourself, your real self, the being, not the identity. And I just wanted to share that. And thank you.